wife is there? Which coach? The Spartans. I mean, it just makes them more. Dedication.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting live edition here of SammyVision, coming to you from Lewis Center. The Stanton Action Jets, a tie against Newark. The Newark Generals just played on this ice surface prior to our game, beating up on, I believe it's Dublin Scioto. I think Newark beat them 8-3. Newark, number 3 in the state among the Club USA hockey teams, and the Warcats tied them 4-4 and had the lead late and ended up giving the game-tying fourth goal up late in that game with under 2 minutes to go. So the Warcats certainly show glimpses of being able to play with just about any team, with the exception of maybe Dayton, who is head and shoulders above everybody else, it seems. But the inconsistency rearing its head all season long for the Warcats, and I think we just need something positive to get them going in the right direction. A couple positive things needing to happen for them. And maybe they'll see it here against this Canton team. This Canton Akron team below the Warcats in the state standings, actually on the outside of the top 12. The top 12 teams make the state tournament, and Canton Akron sitting outside that top 12 right now. The Warcats sitting in the 8th position, I believe, last time I looked, but certainly a game they have to win. You cannot lose to teams that are behind you in the standings, as that drags you out of the standings as well. And so even though the Warcats haven't played as well as they wanted, still looking to make the state tournament, hopefully. And who knows, make a little run there would be great. Warcats, again, are going to have their hands full after this Canton Akron team. Owen Country Berlin, not too bad. And Talawanda, a very decent team tomorrow. So we'll see what we get out of the Warcats. Scratch today, number 24, Caleb Buss. He's still recovering from an illness. And I'll look around and see if I can figure out who the other scratch may be. Obviously, we'll figure it out as we move along. It might be, well, I don't want to guess. We'll see as we get started. Again, fans, Canton in the early going, just over a minute or just under a minute gone by in the period. That goal scored with about 40 seconds into the period, just after the Warcats had made a line change. And so the Jets from Canton Akron leading this game. Lead pass up to Sean Hunt, who shoots it over the crossbar. Picked up behind the net by Hassel, sends it out in front. Misses the mark, and Canton able to escape the zone. Trying to get around Alex Slater. A shot from distance going wide of the net. Held on to there by Will Carone. Canton Akron able to keep the puck in. Helen Fury. So the same line that started it. Aiden Whaley bringing the puck up the ice. Eventually take away from Whaley. And very aggressive bringing that puck up the way he was. Goes right past Collins all the way down. And it's going to be icing on the Warcats. 12:06 remaining in the first period. Shalia stepping in to take the face off.
Hold on, we're good right now.
Puck dropped. Shalia wins it back to Whaley, who sends it around the boards quickly. Over to get it to Fury. Fury trying to get it away from the boards. Shalia pokes it through. Now up to Fury, and Fury sends it in the rest of the way. Chasing it now is Collins. It comes near side up to the point, kept in by Reisinger. Andrew Reisinger then has the puck roll up his stick and out of the zone. And it's a 2-on-1, and there's a shot save made by Will Carone. Excellent save by Carone on a shooter that was point-blank range there. Boy, the mistakes are coming back to haunt the Warcats here. In behind the net, Sheely trying to fight it up to Fury. Fury has it roll past him and can't be able to send it back in the zone. Now Reisinger with the puck from the corner. Reisinger with some speed trying to get out of the zone. Nobody with him whatsoever, but Reisinger chips it himself. Stays with it. Andrew Reisinger, the senior captain, on an individual effort, beats the entire Canton Akron team and gets an unassisted goal and ties the game up. And so the captain of the Warcats doing it himself. End-to-end action by Andrew Reisinger. Gets the Warcats on the board, and it's a 1-1 game. Now Hassel back out there with David Reisinger and Reed Hinton. Nicholas Crone on defense and Alex Snyder. Now it's Hassel. He shoots. He scores. As Hassel with speed skates it right out in front of the Canton goaltender. And then a strong move across the crease buries it in the net. And the Warcats now back-to-back goals in very little time. Seconds apart. Take a 2-1 lead. And again, a very good individual effort that time. It was Cullen Hassel. The Warcats now sending out Shalia Bridge and Cedric Collins, keeping out Crone and Snyder on defense. At the blue line, Crone trying to poke it out, picked up by the Jets. The Jets then try and toe drag Snyder. It goes into the corner, behind the net. The Jets player with it now from the corner, spinning around from that faceoff dot. Still with the puck, given all kinds of time. That puck hits Shalia in front, and you can see he's flexing that ankle. Now right onto Will Corona, and shot save made. And so the Jets trying to jump right back in this, and the Warcats going to send back out that team of David Reisinger, Cullen Hassel, and they're going to keep out Cedric Collins. Reisinger from the blue line, able to leave it there for Hassel. Hassel trying to toe drag the defense. Shot goes up over the net. Now the Jets bring the buck into the Warcat zone. There's a shot from distance, goes wide of the net. David Reisinger tries to feed it over to Hassel, taken away momentarily by the Jets, but the second effort gets the puck into the neutral zone where Collins sends it to the Jets' blue line. The captain of the Jets with it, the defender, big defender there, sends centering pass up the middle. It misses everybody and comes to Nixon, who then feeds David Reisinger. David Reisinger has it poked off his stick, back to Nixon in the neutral zone over to Collins. Way offsides by the Warcats. Offsides by probably 25 feet. And the faceoff probably going to come all the way down. We'll see, actually. No, it would be right outside the Jets zone. I thought the referee was pointing down the ice. Shalia now going to be out there with Pollack and Hinton. Ian Shealy and Andrew Reisinger, the defenders. Andrew Reisinger with the first goal for the Warcats, spinning around and trying to send a pass to Pollack, and it's going to be a icing. Kind of hoping that that puck would have been tipped. Shalia takes his face off. He wins it back to Reisinger. Reisinger behind his own goal. Now Reisinger. Gets it over to Hinton. Hinton up to Shalia. Shalia had it poked away from him, but then gets it on the left side. And then is slammed into and jumps back up. Hinton with it. Backhands it up to Reisinger. Reisinger with the puck. Now trying to get it down to Hinton, who's deflected towards the net. And Pollack was tied up with his man in front, and the Jets able to escape the zone. Comes in and hits Shealy in the hand. He leaves it there for Reisinger. 9 minutes to play in the first period. Warcats leading this game 2-1. Pass up on the left side, a little too far for Shealy. The Jets get it back in the Warcat zone. Immediately on Reisinger, that Jets player, Andrew Reisinger spins away and then tries a cross-ice feed over to Hinton. And that pass misses as well, and it's sent down on the icing. Face-off coming back into the Warcats zone. 8:44 remaining in the first period. The Warcats leading this game 2-1 on the strength of a goal by Andrew Reisinger and then Cullen Hassel. After the Jets took a lead within the first minute of the game, the Jets had the 1-0 lead, but 2 unanswered goals now by the Warcats. Fury winning that face-off, trying to get it back to Hood, intercepted by the Jets and send it in behind the Warcats' goal. Hood up the boards, too far for Bridge, and then the shot from the point, a fairly weak shot, and I'm not sure that the Jets player even meant to get that on net, but it did trickle all the way down onto Will Corone, who hung on for a face-off. Colin Fury stepping in to take the face-off. The Jets win it and then try and set something up here off the face-off. Shot from the point, hit Josh Kidd, it looked like, who was down on the ice after having been tied up by a player, and the puck is chipped up into the Warcats bench. The Warcats, coached by head coach Jordan DeJondo in his third year as the head coach of the Varsity Warcats. Tyler Murphy and Caleb Kramer, the assistants. Colin Fury stepping in to take the face-off, wins it back, poked out by Hood, and then Bridge is trying to get to it, and a lot of traffic between him and the puck. Sent up in over the blue line, where the Canton-Akron player plays it off the boards, and now out of the zone. The Jets then cross-side speed, almost intercepted there by Shalia, but send in deep Hood around the boards. looking to get it to Tidd. A little bit out of Tidd's range. Comes to the corner. Played aside by Snyder, and then high off the glass by Shalia as the Warcats trying to make some changes. Shalia getting back to the back check and then falls over a Canton player, and the puck comes up to Collins. Collins has it played away from him in the neutral zone, and the Jets send it back in. Collins, Shalia, and Hunt, the forwards out there. There's a feed by Hunt. He was looking for Shalia, and that went to Collins. Collins then sent it up to Shalia. Shalia sent down to the ice and is tangled up there with the Jets player as the puck comes back to the Warcats blue line. Aiden Whaley sent it out, paired up with Nixon. Shalia gets around one guy and then sends a shot towards the net. Didn't get a lot on it, and it rolled into the corner after being played aside by the goaltender. The Jets playing a pretty physical brand of hockey, and the Warcats are going to have to match that intensity. And I think just based off of the few minutes I've seen, the Warcats certainly with the better talent, but the Jets make up for it with a little bit of their tenacity. Puck sent back into the Warcat zone. Aiden Whaley with it, and then we have a whistle, and we're going to have roughing on Cedric Collins, picking up a roughing call, and the Warcats, their big enemy, are their own penalties, taking a penalty here with 6:35 remaining of the first period, shorthanded. Cedric Collins getting the 2 minutes for roughing. It's going to be Cullen Hassel out there with David Reisinger to start the penalty kill for the Warcats. Andrew Reisinger and Ian Sheely, the defenders on this penalty kill. The puck comes up to the blue line, kept in by the Jets now from the top of the point, sending it over to the left side, back to the top of the point, back over to the left side. Here's a shot, and I think Cullen Hassel may have got a piece of that, deflected that up into the glass. Back to the top of the point now, over to the left side again, back up top. Here's a shot, hit maybe an Akron player in front, and then as it was trying to be cleared off the back of the Akron player, the Canton Akron player, and saw a Jets player who had that puck hit him, blew a tire, and is having a very difficult time getting off the ice. In fact, the Jets had to hold up entering the zone because behind the play, number 74 was still down, trying to crawl out of the zone, having got hit with that puck in front of the net. And now the Jets get the whistle for the offsides, it looks like. So the face-off in the neutral zone. The Jets still on the power play. Number 16 bringing it in and trying to go wide on Alex Snyder. And Reed Hinton chasing after it. Quick Eisner just missed. And it was a very good pass there by Hassel. Puck kept in there by the Warcats. Warcats fans wanting a hit from behind was not called. 3:48 remaining in the first period. The Warcats leading this game 2-1. Long pass tipped in by Collins, so no icing. And the Warcats making line changes. DJ Bridge coming out there with Colin Fury and Josh Tidd. Up on the play is Whaley, who's able to beat the Akron player to the puck and get it into the zone. Canton coming back out and sending it down the ice. Now there's a high stick by Colin Fury, but the Jets pick it up, and that negates any call there. The Jets then send the puck in deep, being chased there by Andrew Reisinger. Andrew Reisinger trying to fend off that Jets player, and he does, as he normally does. And then Tidd missing the pass, but recovers enough to get it out of the zone. The Jets send it back into the Warcat zone. Whaley off the boards to Bridge. Good pass. Bridge then dumps it in and heads off for a change. Josh Tidd is up on the play to forecheck. Shalia coming in on the play, picks that pass off. Shalia then spinning around, gets it back to Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger now trying to get around his man, and the Jets able to get it out of the zone. And there's another shot from distance, save made there by Will Ferrone, who hangs on for a face-off. With 2:30 remaining of the first. So now we see Ian Shealy paired with Nicholas Crone on defense. Shalia, Hinton, and Collins out there. Shalia wins the faceoff across the ice to Collins. Collins from the half wall tries to dance around, and now we're going to have a penalty, a high stick call, and it looks like it's going to the Jets. And number 6 getting called for high sticking. And now the Warcats going to be on a power play here late in the first period. So 2:23 remaining, and they're going to get the benefit of the faceoff coming all the way down into the Jet zone. So Shalia's going to be out there with Hassel and Collins, Shealy and Hood. Shalia tying his man up at the faceoff bat, but the Jets get to the puck, send it to the blue line, and then shipped out after Owen Hood had a little trouble playing it at the blue line. Shealy over to Hood. Hood up to Collins, and Collins rings it around the boards. Chasing in there is Shalia. Poked away from him along the half wall, and an easy exit actually for the Jets. The Jets get it to neutral ice where Collins picks it up at his own blue line now. Collins trying to get around the player who plays a pass off the boards himself. Still with it. Now backhanding it out in front and cleared by the Jets as it looked like Collins was trying to maybe take the goaltender by surprise. With kind of a quasi wraparound there. Ian Shealy with the puck and skates it right into a Jets player, but picked up there by Hassel. Hassel now gets around one defender. Hassel still with it. He sends it out in front. It goes all the way across the ice to Hood. Hood then down into the corner. Nobody there but the Jets player who's going to clear it out of the zone again. And the Warcats looks like this group is just having a little trouble clicking with each other. Shalia checked off the puck at the blue line, and the Jets send it back down. 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And just that 5 just was not, they just were not clicking the way they normally do. Just seemed like something was off. So the second unit out there, now it's Snyder with the puck. Snyder bringing up from his defensive end. Leaves it there for Bridge, who slides a weak shot towards the goal, steered aside. Over to Reisinger. Reisinger cycling it back in behind the net. Bridge had already left that area, so having to go chase after it. Bridge gets back on top of it. Over to Andrew Reisinger. Cross-eye feed the Bridge is a shot save made. Bridge had a good look at it shot. 32 seconds remaining, and the net comes off of its supports. 32 seconds remaining in the period. 9 seconds on the power play, and the whistle is called as the net came off of its supports there in the crease. Shalia, Reisinger, Bridge, Reisinger, and Hinton, the forwards. Comes back to Andrew Reisinger. He takes a shot from distance, and that's a blocker save made there by the goaltender. It goes up over the net. 22 seconds remaining. Both teams skating at full strength. The Jets finally get their 5th player out on the ice. From the corner, David Reisinger back to Andrew Reisinger and hits the side of the net and goes in behind. Back to David Reisinger. He's checked off the puck. And the Jets send it back down the ice. Andrew Reisinger spins away from one player at his own blue line. And the horn sounds to end an eventful first period. 2 goals by the Warcats and just 5 shots on net. 9 shots on goal for 10 shots on goal, actually, for the Jets. So doubling up the Warcats on shots were the Jets. 2-1, the Warcats leading this game after 1 period of play. Goals scored just seconds apart, Andrew Reisinger and then Cullen Hassel. And this was after the Jets took an early lead within the first minute of play. There may have been an assist on Hassel's goal. It's something I'll have to check after the game. But I do believe that Andrew Reisinger's goal was unassisted. So 15-minute periods. The referee blows the whistle to get the teams back on the ice. 15 minutes on the clock. Beginning of the second period. Warcats leading 2-1. Again, this is Sam Shalia bringing you SammyVision live and in color across the SammyVision networks. Warcats starting with Hassel, Shalia, and Reisinger. Geyser and Nixon, the defenders. Pass up to Shalia. Shalia trying to split the defense straight off of his stick. And again, another instance where once you beat the first guy, maybe you got to start looking, getting the head up and looking for the pass. There's Hassel up to Reisinger, back to Hassel. Hassel around the defender, now behind that goal line. Hassel thought he was going to turn around and shoot it, and looked like he may have had a little window to do that. Wickheiser gets it down low to Shalia, who tries to send it out in front for Reisinger. It deflects wide, but Wickheiser back at the blue line keeps it in to Shalia at the corner, taken away by a Jets player, and out of the zone the Jets come. Dumped into the Warcat zone, hits the back of the net, kind of flips up on the mesh. Played down by Wickheiser over to Shalia. Shalia, cross-ice feed to David Reisinger. Reisinger sends the puck in and then heads off for a change. And looks like he's in a little bit of pain taking that hit after he sent the puck in. So keep an eye on David Reisinger. He looks in a little bit of discomfort there on his bench. The Jets picking that pass off and sending it in deep. Back after it is Ian Shealy. Shealy sends it up out of the zone. Now Josh Tidd, the beneficiary of a good bounce. Tidd not able to get around the last defender who was skating stride for stride with him. And the Jets able to get the puck out of more trouble and now out of the zone. The stick goes flying, picked up there by number 10 for the Jets. Reisinger slammed off the puck, but strong enough to protect it and get back onto it. Got it down to the Jets' blue line. The Jets then bring that puck into the Warcat zone, hits Ian Shealy, and he tried to flip it up out of the zone. The Jets kept it in. Reisinger again with it, now goes in behind the net. And the physical play of the Jets team actually is affording them to make some things happen where otherwise you wouldn't think that anything can occur. Even the more skilled players here for the Warcats having to deal with these Jets players draped all over them, and I don't mind that brand of hockey. Hassel stepping out there with Colin Fury and Andrew Pollack. Around the boards it comes to Pollack. He plays it there at the half wall, kicks it up, tries to kick it up to his blade, and then Akron player comes right on top of him. So pinning it against the wall was Pollack long enough to get some help from Hassel. This time it goes to the point for the Jets. And then knocked down in front, shot save made there by Tyrone right in front of the net. As that loose puck found itself on the forehand of a Jets player. Pollack with it. He backhands on Hunt, trying to protect that puck on the backhand. Gets it in deep. And then sent right back out of zone by the exact save made by Will. The referee waved it off. I think the puck did end up trickling in behind Carone. And we're going to have a penalty here on the Jets player, number 74, I believe. That was the player that was laying down on the ice earlier in the first period after getting hit by a shot in front. So the Warcats going on the power play, and I'm sure the Jets coach wants an explanation as to why it was a no-goal and a penalty. It doesn't look like he's arguing, actually, so good on him. It's not normally the case. But the face-off now comes down into the Jets' end of the ice as the Warcats find themselves on the second power play of the game. Didn't do much with the first power play. Collins to Hassel. Hassel now spinning around, top of the point down to Snyder. Now Snyder feeds it across to Reisinger. Shot save made. And the good passing that time by the Warcats. Able to get Reisinger for a pretty good look at the side of the net. Not an overly big goaltender for the Jets. And the Warcats trying to beat the goaltender side to side there. Now Shalia steps in to take this face off, wins it back to Reisinger, but it splits the defense, actually. I thought it was going right to Reisinger. Went right in between Reisinger and Snyder. Reisinger retreating from his own zone over to Snyder. Snyder with the puck. Snyder feeds it across to Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger now trying to get up to Collins. Collins has to chase it down, and he does. Collins with it now below the goal line. Collins comes out near side. Collins along the near half wall. Cross ice speed to Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger from the blue line, top of the point to Snyder. Played near side. 8:15 remaining in the second period. The Warcats hanging on to a 2-1 advantage so far. There's a shot save made by Will Carone. Cullen Hassel coming out with Josh Tidd and Colin Fury. Bryce Wickizer and I believe that's Chase Nixon on defense. So I can see it's number 71, Joseph Cooper Thieberger, who's the scratch, along with Caleb Bussey. So that completes our lineup. There's a shot that whistles wide of the net by the Jets. In behind that goal line, the Jets player still with it. Nixon trying to ride him off the puck. Nixon's got to be careful reaching out that other hand. I thought they might have had him for holding. Fury now with the puck, one-on-one. Fury trying to get around the defense, shot over the crossbar and goes in behind the net. And the Jets able to get it out of the zone. Tidd spinning it around and getting it right back in. Now Hassel, forechecking the puck. Runs into his player. The Jets able to center that and break it out of the zone. Through neutral ice. Jets player winds up. Shot is blocked by Collins out in front. But sent in deep now by the Jets. Nixon reverses it over to Wickizer. Up along the board, sent out by Fury and down the ice. Icing waved off again, this time in favor of the Warcats. The Warcats making changes. The Jets, all five Warcats, or four of the five Warcats changing, and the Jets had all kinds of players just sitting down on the Warcats blue line, waiting for a pass to come down. And it never did happen. It could have been dangerous times there for the Warcats. Not a great line change, but they were able to recover. The Jets now get that puck in deep. Back after Snyder up to Collins. Collins along that half wall digs it out. Now Collins trying to use some speed to get away from the Jets player. He's hauled down to the ice, no call. And the Jets come up with the loose puck. And then right back down the ice. This will be icing. Also waved off by the referee. So it's about 4 icings in a row that have been called off. The Warcats send this one down. Also waved off. So icing, not a call. I guess it's going both ways is the one thing that you can say. Shalia feeding it down to Hinton. Back to Shalia. Shalia sends it to the point, and it gets by Crone. And now the Warcats have to put on the afterburners to get it back. And it hits Crone. Jet spinning around and bringing it back into the Warcat zone. Played away there by Alex Snyder. Good play by Snyder. And this line for the Warcats has been out there kind of long. And it looked like they're sucking wind a little bit. Here's Collins, though, saying he's got a little left in the tank. Brings it around, trying to toe drag the defender. And then the puck goes in below the goal line. And Collins wrestles his man down the ice. Bridge then trying to make a move on the defense. Moves the puck to the corner. Gets it back. Out in front, Shalia now with it from the side wall. Brings it over to Sheely. Sheely trying to feed it down low. Tying his man up down there is Bridge. Now Hunt trying to get to it. And it's a melee after a loose puck. And now finally the puck goes up out of play into the Warcats bench. And we'll have a whistle and a chance for the lineups to reset. So Sean Hunt, DJ Bridge, and David Reisinger, the forwards. Ian Sheely and Andrew Reisinger, the defenders. Sheely with the puck. Sheely, he's trying to feed it up to Hunt. Stolen by the Jets, and then a save made by Crone, who was big on that play. Didn't give the Jets player much to look at from that distance. Under 5 minutes to play, second period. Warcats leading this game 2-1. Collins still with it. This time tries to go over the other shoulder of the goaltender, and this time it goes up over the net.
Do you want me to connect?
No, it's on. It's on now.
Is it?
Yeah, obviously these ice rinks connection problems aplenty. So
This is why I didn't want to play it.
thank you guys for anybody watching at home for sticking with us as we go in and out of coverage, surrounded by these steel walls in the ice rink. This Akron player is still down and being attended to by a trainer. And it looks like he's going to get up on his own power. The trainer giving one last look and helping number 32 for the Jets off the ice. Five-minute major penalty to Cullen Hassel. And a major penalty, the entire penalty has to be served. So if the Jets were to score, the penalty doesn't come off the board. It stays on for the entire 5 minutes. I don't know if there's anything extra assessed to that. We're playing under high school federation rules, I believe.
Wait, why did they have to?
And so an additional player being sent to the box, Andrew Pollack being sent to serve, which must be an extra penalty of some kind to Cullen Hassel. It's a 2-2 game, second period, 3:42 to play. The Warcats trying to kill a major penalty to Cullen Hassel. Face-off won by the Warcats and then hits a referee and kept in by the Jets. Who send it near side. Top of the point now on the far side. Shot from the face-off dot, deflected and up over the net. Now digging at it is David Reisinger, is able to get it out of the zone. David now skating it into Kenton's zone, and I'm not sure if he thought Shalia was still with him, but able to slide the puck across and out of trouble. Around the boards it comes, kept in at the point by the Jets. Reisinger then trying to chip after it. Comes back to the point, number 5 for the Jets. Skating away from Reisinger and then leaving there near side. Top of the face-off circle, now top of the point. Shot, save made, pad save made there by Will Carone. The Jets keep it in. Again, top of the point. Now far side. Into the corner it goes, along that half wall. The Jets player along the half wall now sends it in behind the net. Comes out near side net. Deflected by Alex Snyder. Good play there by Snyder to get a stick on that. Again, top of the point. Now Akron trying to wear the Warcats out a little bit. Trying to get them going side to side. Near side at the point. Left there against the near head over the crossbar. And then to the side net. Still at the side of the net. That player deflected just enough of that to slow the puck down and keep it in. There's a shot save made there by Carone. There's another shot. Also saved by Carone. The Warcats changing their unit up again. Shalia going out this time with David Reisinger again. Owen Hood and Alex Snyder, the defender. Shalia taking that face off. He's tied up, and the Jets able to keep it in. Now sending it down low. Hood trying to get a stick on it. Along the far half wall, top of the point. 1 minute remaining. Oh, that shot hits the post. I thought that was in. The shot hit the post, and now the Warcats able to clear it. Shalia trying to get down on top of that puck and forecheck, and he does knock the Akron player down the ice, not realizing that he had David Reisinger with him. David Reisinger was coming in. We're going to have a charging on the Jets player. Shalia pops back up, though, and that will nullify the man advantage. And I do not know Again, Federation rules, so I don't know what penalty they give for charging.
What is that?
We'll have to see. About 45.8 seconds, and just a 2-minute minor for charging. In USA hockey rules, it's usually a 2 and 10. And it may, no, it is just one person. The injured player, number 32, is the other one in the box being attended to by the trainer. 4-on-4 hockey here for the Warcats. Comes back to the point for Reisinger. He shoots it. And the save made there by the goaltender. Cedric Collins. With it, and it's the Jets who clear the zone. And icing is called. And a lot of the fans were wondering whether that was going to be a call today. And indeed it was icing. 18.2 seconds remaining, and maybe the Warcats can get something going down in the Jets zone at the end of the second period. They're going to send out Shalia. That is where we stand at a 2-2. 1:15 remaining on the penalty to the Jets player. All right, welcome back to the third period of play between Westbrook Warcats Varsity Hockey and the Canton Akron Jets. We're tied 2-2. Starting the third period, and both teams will have players in the box, so it'll be even strength, but it'll be 4-on-4 hockey to begin this third period of play. The Warcats without the services of Cullen Hassel, who will be serving the remainder of his major penalty, and a misconduct on top of that is what the word we have is. So the Hassel is going to be out until the waning moments of this third period. Andrew Pollack finishing or serving out the 5-minute major for Hassel is also in the box. The Jets player with a 2-minute for charging, number 19 that was, he's going back to the box. A minute 15 on the charging penalty and a minute 18 on the major to Hassel left. So we begin the third period 4-4. And the Warcats have Hinton, David Reisinger, Ian Sheely, Andrew Reisinger, the four skaters. Hinton winning the faceoff. Over to David Reisinger, then to Sheely. Sheely trying to feed Hinton, and the lot of water still on the ice from the Zamboni, making that puck check up a little bit. And that puck sent in and right on to Will Carone, who gloves it aside and leaves it there for Sheely. Sheely up the boards to David Reisinger. Reisinger then sends it the rest of the way out of the zone. Comes back to Reisinger from his own zone. David Reisinger around one guy. David Reisinger now into the zone. David Reisinger still with it, pulling up and then sending a shot that goes off the goaltender and then up to Ian Sheely, who fanned on it. Again, both teams trying to get used to the way the puck is sliding on this ice that just been resurfaced, but awfully wet still. Andrew Reisinger backhands it near side. Sheely not able to get to it. The Jets able to come into the Warcat zone, played aside by Shalia. Shalia around the boards to Reisinger. Andrew Reisinger just out of his reach, kept in the zone by the Jets. Sheely then sends it, trying to get it up off the boards, is deflected by a very tall Jets player up into the netting and out of play. So both penalties about to expire as the faceoff comes outside the zone, neutral ice, Shalia and Collins with Hood and Alex Snyder. The referee sending off number 10, or chasing him from the circle. And face-off won by Shalia, back to Owen Hood. And Owen Hood, a giveaway, and there's a shot that goes just wide of the net. Near side comes out. Both teams now skating 5-on-5. And then a pass up to Collins. Collins on a breakaway shot, save made. Collins to that puck again. He's trying to feed it out in front. He falls down. Chips it to Shalia, who in one motion tries to sweep it towards the net. Pollock on the puck. Pollock gets it in below the goal line. The Jets come up with it. Golden opportunity there for the Warcats. Now Shalia steals it from the corner. Shalia still with it. Shalia, cross-ice feed off the boards to Snyder. Snyder from the point. Gets it down low. Kicked at there by Collins into the far corner. Nixon trying to feed it towards the front. Pollack there. He pitchforks it around. And then out of the zone it comes where Nixon leaves it for Snyder. Snyder back to Nixon. Nixon sliding it up ahead. Shalia picking it up. Shalia entering the zone. Now Shalia still with it. He's sandwiched off the puck into the corner. The Jets come up with it. Collins overskates it. Near side. Nixon in hard to get it. Collins to the backhand. He played away from Collins. Nixon backhands it in deep again. In below their goal is that Jets player trying to spin away from Collins. Collins getting back onto it on the forecheck. Collins still trying to get on it. Now 3 Jets players able to meet Collins, and it's dumped down the ice. It should be icing on the Jets, and indeed it is. And a very rare icing called here at the rink. Rising here with the puck from the point, gets around. One guy winds up, shoots just wide of the net. Far side, Josh Tidd has it played away from him, and now the Jets on a breakaway in behind the defense. There's a shot goal scored. And the Jets take a lead on a breakdown by the Warcats. And beating Will Carone. It looked like that Jets player was going to lose the puck, but he was able to gather it back up and get it on his forehand and beat the Warcats. And 3-2 now, the Warcats trailing with is a gritty Canton Akron team. And wow, just another breakdown cost the Warcats. So Fury, Bridge, and Tidd stay out there. Fury now 2-on-1. Fury winds up that shot. Save made, I believe, by the goaltender. Nicholas Crone with it high off the glass, goes up in the air. Bridge now comes up with it. DJ Bridge over the blue line. Backhand pass. Shot. Save made. Is Bridge with a great pass over to Tidd. And Tidd not able to beat the goaltender. And the Warcats, golden opportunity. Now it's Andrew Reisinger bringing it over the line. There's a shot that goes over the net. It comes all the way out of the zone to Nicholas Crone. Crone up to Shalia. Shalia over the blue line. Poked away from him to Sean Hunt. And then the Jets able to recover and get it out of the zone. Andrew Reisinger pokes it up ahead. Sheely on it. Rims it around the boards to Sean Hunt. Hunt against that half wall to Shalia. Shalia trying to skate it away from a Jets player and loses it. The one person over there wearing a different colored jersey. Shalia skated it right into him. And now it's Sheely losing the puck out in front, able to recover and gets it up to David Reisinger. Reisinger now into the zone. Reisinger trying to backhand it over to Sean Hunt. And in behind the defense again is a Jets player. This time Sheely was able to recover. Aiden Whaley was caught out of position there. But Sheely was able to get back on it. That shot just wide. Save made there by Carone at the side of the net. He hangs on for a face-off. And after the play, the Warcats trying to clear the crease. And some more pushing and shoving well after the whistle. And the referee talking to the Warcats players in behind the play. (10-11) remaining in the third period. The Warcats trailing this game 3-2. Hinton, David Reisinger, Cedric Collins out on the ice. Sheely and Whaley, the defenders, and the Warcats need to get something going quickly here. The Jets, if that shot goes wide of the net. Comes up far point, kept in by the Jets. Layup on the play was Whaley, and now he's able to retreat back down into a defensive posture. Sheely with it, steps away from one person, and then cross ices it, but misses the pass there, and the Jets send it back in. Close to offsides there. The referee says no. Whaley sends it around the boards up to Ian Sheely, who pokes at it, comes back to Hinton, who kicks it into the corner. Now the Warcats having all kinds of issues trying to get this puck out of the zone. The Jets get it to the high slot. Shot goes over the net. Just sitting there in the catbird seat. Number 6 for the Jets, staring at what looked like a golden opportunity. Shot it wide. Boy, the Warcats lucky. David Reisinger pokes that puck in and then heads off for a change. Cedric Collins to the side of the net, save made. Owen Hood from the point keeping it in. And now sent out by the Jets and picked up there by Alex Snyder. Snyder then has the puck roll on him, and the Jets player trying to get him behind him. Alex able to recover, but the Jets still with the puck. From the point, that shot deflects just wide of the net. Hood with the puck from the corner. Hood reverses it now to Collins. Collins off the boards to Hinton. He gets too far out of the reach of Hinton all the way down into the Jets zone, and the Warcats going to make the rest of their changes. DJ Bridge and Santos Shulia out there now. Hood over to Snyder, back to Hood. Hood off the boards to Bridge. Bridge misses the pass, comes to the neutral zone, sent back in by the Jets. Hood with the puck again. Around the boards to Bridge again. Kept in by the Jets at the blue line. Fighting forward is Bridge along that near wall. The Jets keeping it in at the blue line and sending it in deep. Hood back to Snyder. Snyder around to Fury. Fury ices the puck. Boy, tough to watch. Just nothing doing there for the Warcats, and puck is iced. And Hassel out of the box now. I see Hassel on the ice. So now Cullen Hassel out there with Reed Hinton and Cedric Collins. Wickizer and Nixon. And boy, the Warcats need to get something going, but it's the Jets with pressure in the Warcat zone. Another shot on that blocker saved by Will Carone. The puck sent out of the zone, but the Jets able to recover and get it back in deep. And at the shot from distance, love the side by Carone. Wickizer off the boards to Hinton. Hinton up to Hassel. Hassel's got Collins with him. Hassel trying to feed something over to Collins, and he's hit behind the play. And we will have a penalty on the Jets. And this will be a huge opportunity. Up a little bit of space. Got to get that pass. Got to pass that puck up. Reisinger now on the puck. Feeding it over to Shalia at the blue line. Shalia has it played away from him and stolen by the Jets again. And this is not what the Warcats need on this power play. 1:04 remaining. And now 6 minutes in the third period. Shalia with it. Again, around the first guy. Now Shalia bringing it up the ice. Into the zone. Using the referee as a screen. Now Shalia below that goal line. Shalia still with the puck. Skating it around that faceoff circle. Shalia with it still. Shalia passes it down to Snyder. Back to Shalia. Shalia from the point. Off the boards. Down to Snyder again. Snyder from that faceoff dot. Down into the corner to Shalia. He winds up shot. Hits a leg in front. And then Andrew Reisinger was trying to get to the puck. Kept it into Snyder. Snyder, that shot down low. Save made there by the goaltender. Around the boards it goes, and it jumps over Snyder's stick. And out of the zone. Snyder back on it. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Hassel trying to feed it up in front of his own bench and then dragged down to the ice is the Jets player. No call there on the Warcats. David Reiser comes up with the puck. 5 minutes to play in the third period. Both teams skating 5-on-5. Shot save made. Reisinger walked right in. And a save made there by the Jets goaltender, and then icing on the Jets at 4:51 in the third period. And as shaky as the goaltender looked at the beginning of the game, he has been absolutely strong ever since, giving up 2 goals in the first half of the first period and nothing else since. And the Warcats have had some looks. They have not been able to bury anything. It's going to be Hinton, David Reisinger, and Colin Fury, the forwards. There's a shot to the side of the net. Loose puck. And the goaltender hangs on to that with Colin Fury right in his face.
Do it again.
4:45 now remaining. The Warcats keeping that combination out. See if DeJondo shortens the bench. Win back to Owen Hood in that shot. Save made through traffic by the Jets goaltender. And the Jets able to get it out near side. 4.5 remaining. Shot goes wider than that by the Jets, though far side kept in by the Jets. Owen Hood back to retrieve it. Sends it around the boards. The forwards are in too deep, not able to get to a puck that's sent around like that. Now Fury trying to hold his position against that far wall. Met there by 2 Jets players, and this is why the Warcats are having a difficult time getting it out. Sent now this near side, nobody there except for the Jets player from the point who sends it back in. The defense trying to send it away from there. Oh, right out in front. Save made there by Carone. But as I was saying, the defense, well, the Warcats trying to get it up the ice and away from their net, but not able to connect with the forwards. Now 4:02 remaining. And we're going to see Shalia and Collins come back out together, this time with Josh Tidd. Shalia winning that faceoff back, but it's a Akron player gets on the first, then hits the back of Josh Tidd's skate again. At least the second time this game that has happened. And the puck sent back towards the Warcats blue line. Nixon and Whaley on defense. It's Nixon standing into his man along that half wall. There's a shot from distance, goes wide. Tidd, far side. And he could not get his stick on the puck. And Canton was able to get it back in the zone. Collins deflecting it in the neutral zone to the Jets. And the Warcats not getting any possession of this puck. Akron happy to carry it in and keep it in deep in the Warcat zone. Now Tidd backhands it up to Shalia. Shalia able to get it out of the zone. Shalia's got Collins with him going wide. Shalia to the corner. The puck hangs onto it long enough to get it to Collins. Now behind the play. Shalia's got a player laying on him. He's trying to get up. Collins with it on the backhand. Now back to the blue line. Reisinger. Reisinger with the shot goes just wide the net. Comes out near side. Kept in by Nixon. Nixon from distance. That shot save made there. Goes into the corner. Collins trying to forecheck it and keep it in. It's Reisinger at the blue line. Who does? He spins it around to Collins. Collins from that face-off shot. Shoots it just wide. Up to the blue line. Nixon shoots it through traffic. That puck goes wider than that as well. Now the Warcats trying to put all kinds of pressure here on the Jets. Reisinger up on the play. Andrew Reisinger, that is. And it comes out over the blue line to David Reisinger. Over to Nixon. Nixon brings it across the blue line. That shot deflected, goes wide of the net. Below the goal line. Nixon up on the play trying to forecheck it. The Warcats have some tired skaters out there. Gloved at the blue line by Hinton. Good play there by Hinton. And the Warcats making a change coming up on 2 minutes to play. Hassel from the neutral zone, able to play his man off the puck and then get enough of it to keep it out of his zone. Now Hassel trying to glove that out of midair. Hassel comes up with it over to Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger with the puck and sends it in deep. We'll keep an eye on Will Ferrone. We'll see in the coaches decide to pull him. Sheely over to Andrew Reisinger. Andrew Reisinger with the shot. And I think the goaltender may have gotten a piece of that. And we have a whistle as the puck went up on a play. The captain of both teams, Reisinger and both number 10s, number 10 for the Jets, running into each other. And see if we get a timeout. The coaches are signaling for it. And they're asking for a timeout. The referee's saying there are no timeouts. Oh, maybe there is. Maybe he was just ignoring. Maybe he was just ignoring him. He started skating away. The coaches were calling for a timeout. The referee started skating away from him. 1:40 remaining. Looks like we're going to have a face-off deep in the Jets zone. The Warcats trailing this game by 1 goal. Probably going to pull Will Carone here. We'll see if they pull him right on the face-off or if they're going to see what happens after the face-off. Boy, desperate times here for the Warcats. Got to come up with something here. This is not a team they could be losing to. I think their hopes of making states continue to fade away, losing to teams that are behind them in the standings like this. And it doesn't get any easier. It's Olentangy, Berlin, and Talawanda tomorrow. So for this tournament, the scoring does go by period. The Warcats did win the first period so far, or lost the second period, and so far trailing this third period. So they would have won, at least got a half a point or whatever the point system is by period. But more importantly, the Warcats are looking for results, and you're going to need something here. So they are leaving Carone in for the face-off, at least to start with. Shalia Cowens, David Reisinger, Cullen Hassel, and Andrew Reisinger. And the face-off was won by the Warcats, but comes all the way into the Warcats zone. And so it looks like a smart play to leave Will Carone in there. Hassel with it. Up to Cowens. Cowens takes it away from that half wall, retreats, and now from his own zone, off the boards to Shalia. Tough play there. Shalia trying to get away from the Akron player in behind the play, but it's the Jets with that puck and shot, whistled just wide of the net. Collins with it now. And the Warcats down by a goal. Both teams spending their timeouts, and it'll be a crucial face-off here. And again, the go-ahead goal for Akron, it was a defensive miscue by the Warcats that led to a breakaway here in the third period. And the Jets have not missed many of their opportunities. The Warcats have put a lot of pressure on this third period, and the goaltender has been pretty stellar for the Jets, I would say. Got to give credit where credit is due. So the Warcats ready to take this face-off is Shalia. Puck's dropped. Shalia wins it, but it deflects all the way out of zone, just like the last face-off, and Andrew Reisinger back to get it. Reisinger protecting the puck, gets it over to Snyder, who's tripped, no call. David Reisinger with the puck now. Reisinger trying to get it up to Collins, maybe forcing it up to Collins. They've got to get that puck in deep, and they're being met at the blue line by the Jets. A lot of resistance by the Jets. Finally, Snyder able to bring it in the blue line. 28 seconds running off the clock from that face-off, and nothing, no pressure whatsoever by the Warcats, as they're having a difficult time just keeping it down in the Jet zone, or getting it into the Jet zone. Shalia stepping in to take the face off again. Now Hassel trying to cover that area. The Jets player again able to get enough of that to send it out. Hassel looked like he was in the right position. Reisinger sends it all the way up to Cowens. Cowens sitting at the blue line brings it in the zone. 5 seconds remaining. Below the goal line, we're going to have a penalty with 3.5 remaining. A charging call again